Hey, what's up my YouTube friends? I have another blade review for you. So the brand here is Ba-Kor, but I actually purchased mine on Temu, so mine is unbranded, but if you purchase it on Amazon, it'll have like a Ba-Kor logo on one side of the ricasso. As you can see, mine does not. Right, so I'm just calling this generic Hatchet Cleaver. All right, and as I said, it's also a parang, it's like a parang with an extended handle. If you're in a jungle somewhere, you would probably consider it that. All right, here are the stats: 8.6 inches blade length, 17 inches overall length, 20.15 ounces in weight, so fairly heavy. It is 6 millimeters thick. The steel is DC53. Right, that is a Japanese super tool steel. It was developed in Japan, but I believe that this is China's version of that steel. So basically they take the formula and they just make it there, right? Walnut handle scales, leather sheath. Now here's the important part. I've been seeing this on Amazon for months for $56, and I saw it because I actually bought some of the other Ba-Kors and reviewed them from there. But I was a little hesitant on that price. I saw the same thing on Temu for $24. I was like, all right, that's it. That's it. I'm getting it. Here is the sheath that it came with. It's a stitched leather sheath. It's got a belt loop right there. It's got some retaining straps here. Pull it up and out. It has this pronounced ricasso section, but look at the thickness there. There's not going to be any weak points, right? Look at the thickness there. 6 millimeters. Full flat grind. It's got a large finger choil there. A Sasquatch finger choil. Lends itself to chopping as well as slicing. I could definitely see just using this in various butchering tasks, right? It's a parang, it's a meat cleaver, it's a weird looking camp hatchet, it's a splitting fro, a chopping fro, it's everything. You can pat down, you can form the edges of freaking mud banks in the rice paddies. I'm telling you, you need this thing. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's a flexible multi-purpose item. I feel like it's definitely worth the $24 I paid, definitely. Oh, it has a stonewash on it. Even has a nice stonewash on it. All right, some texture there. So those are some of the features. But yeah, leave a comment. Tell me how you're doing. What's up? You can comment on this or just speak in general. I do not censor comments, but if it disappears, YouTube might have done something to it, so they just go missing. But I don't, right? Even if you're mean, I don't. But so yeah, leave a comment. Engagement helps us. Oh, hold on. There. Because it's thick, it needs a little momentum to get started with the cut is what it is. Right? It has to be at the right angle. Haha. Fuck all. There we go. And I'd give that a B, but I mean for a big ass chopper. Alright, so I'm going to split some wood with this, but before that, instead of batoning it, I'm just going to hit this and see what happens. It's not very broad, but who knows. Alright, so that split it in one hit, so I didn't need a baton for that. But for the thinner pieces, it'd just be more easier with the baton. Nice. I'm actually testing multiple blades out here today. I split those with that axe for another video. Alright, now, you notice you can split thinner more easily with this, right? Because with the use of the baton. So that's one factor. You know, both of these were on Temu. That axe was only $16. It's crazy. How did this hold up? It held up well. The edge held up well. If you see some marks, those are just bark stains. Splitting, slicing, chopping, use it as a type of meat cleaver if you want. This gives you reach. Need to get rid of a pesky branch that's a little bit up high. That gives you reach, right? The curve, slice like a butcher's blade. Got a choil here. There we go. Much faster. There's a Jeep. Alright, so spiky shape. Alright, so that was this thing doing like chip carving. This could use some smoothing. Be easier with a knife, whatever. Who the hell is yelling on their cell phone out there? The hell? Okay. I hear someone yelling on their cell phone out there. Alright, man. Okay, got this spike. Well, now it's looking spike-ish. Okay, so I'm now behind the camera, so you can pretend you're me. You can pretend you're doing this and that you're outside. This is vital. Alright, so there you go. So yet another spike. Alright, so I gotta say, this wood was hard as shit. This stuff was like, it's like petrified. We already knew that this was not meant to be a woodsman's axe, right? Something of this size was never meant to be a woodsman's axe. It was never meant to chop down or chop through a tree of this size. But as just like a brutality test, it was good. Just a good way to abuse this, really.